Good evening all your citizens, welcome back to the City Insider channel. In this video, we'll find out the latest news about Manchester City FC. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss daily update. Kyle Walker breaks his silence after losing Adama Traore sprint race. Kyle Walker has admitted that he is not the fastest player in the Premier League anymore after appearing to be outpaced during Manchester City's 3-2 win over Fulham earlier this month. Walker has long been regarded as one of the quickest footballers in world football, but the 34-year-old seemingly met his match in the form of Adama Traore at the Etihad Stadium on October 5, after Raúl Jiménez played a long pass into space. Walker and Traore both legged it towards the ball. Despite Walker having a slight head start, Traore got to it first and he then burst clear of the City captain before shooting straight at Ederson, who spared his teammates blushes. Footage of Walker being beaten for pace unsurprisingly went viral via social media, and he has now responded. Speaking on the BBC Sport podcast You'll Never Beat Kyle Walker, the man himself said, "I mean Adama Traore would beat me, quite comfortably. I want to address it. I just base myself on that. I'm quick. I thought that I had him. It's not an excuse. He beat me fair and square, but I'm going to remember it. My arm should have come across, but, you know, when I start running backwards towards goal, 9 times out of 10 people just stop, but he obviously backs himself so much, just like I do. His thought, I can actually catch this, and next minute he's actually in front of me, and I've tried to give him the arm to try to claw a little bit back. He's that strong. From what I've seen he could be up there with me," but Walker also suggested that Traore was only the second player in world football to outpace him over the past 2 decades. He added, "It's not bad in 18 years. First time someone can actually say, probably, Ousmane Dembele. I used to get that clip all the time when I've sprinted to him when we played France away." Arsene Wenger defends Man City. In somewhat of a surprise, Arsene Wenger has come to the defense of Manchester City in their financial fair play (FFP) battle with the Premier League. The champions face more than 100 charges relating to alleged breaches of the league's FFP rules between 2009 and 2018, with a hearing currently taking place behind closed doors. A decision is not expected for several months, and Wenger believes the situation has gone too far, citing a need for change to the rules. Speaking on beIN Sports coverage of the Champions League on Wednesday night, the former Arsenal boss said, "I feel the rules of financial fair play today have to be changed in the Premier League, because they now face competition from other leagues, who have changed their financial fair play rules. At the moment you cannot hear a club like Man City being charged by 115 different charges in a football season. I don't believe in that. The Premier League already lost a case, the first case against them. I don't know them, City, I can't judge them. I just think 115 different charges against a football club today looks like we are in an international administration. Financial fair play rules have to be changed and made more simple." The case Wenger claims the Premier League already lost to Manchester City relates to their battle over associated party transactions, APTs, which saw some aspects of the rules deemed to breach the Competition Act, but the vast majority remain intact. Sporting CM star to replace RODRI. Manchester City could be about to bring in an elite replacement for RODRI, who is out for the season. The Spaniard, ranked at number 5 in 442's list of the best players in the world right now, went off injured in the first half of the draw with Arsenal last month. He was later ruled out for the season with anterior cruciate ligament damage, sparking a crisis of sorts for who manager Pep Guardiola could play in the centre of the park. Paul Pogba has been speculatively linked, while Mateo Kovacic and Rico Lewis have stepped in so far, but Manchester City could be about to enter the market for a sporting superstar to step up to the plate. Recently, it was reported that sporting director Hugo Viana was to replace the outgoing Txiki Begiristain behind the scenes at the Etihad Stadium. The former Portuguese wonderkid has overseen a cultural revolution in Lisbon to help Sporting compete for trophies. His first act as a citizen, however, could be to poach Morten Holman from the Primeira Liga outfit for his new employers. Sport Witness have suggested that the link between City and Viana could aid them in landing the Dane, following an interview with Portuguese outlet O Jogo, in which Denmark's new national team manager, Brian Riemer, touted the midfielder for a move to the Premier League. "I spent 2 years in the Premier League and I think he has the necessary qualities to play for the 6-7 best clubs in the English League." Riemer is quoted as saying, before stating, "At a certain point in his career, I believe he will arrive at one of these teams." De Bruyne gloomy news. Pep Guardiola gives gloomy Man City injury update for Southampton amid Kevin De Bruyne mystery. Pep Guardiola is not expecting any Manchester City players to return from injury against Southampton and is in the dark about Kevin De Bruyne's problem. De Bruyne has not played since being taken off in the Champions League game against Inter Milan in September with a thigh issue. While he returned to training last week, Guardiola has said the player still needs to feel 100% fit, and as of Friday the manager has no clue when that will be. It means City will be without 6 players for the home game against Southampton. On top of De Bruyne, they are missing RODRI, Oscar Bob, Jack Grealish, Jeremy Doku and Kyle Walker. City will still be heavy favourites against a Southampton side that are struggling at the bottom of the Premier League, although Guardiola backed the stance of manager Russell Martin to stick to his principles. As someone who has refused to compromise on his beliefs at City, Guardiola has praised for the work that has gone into their promotion. He will have success. When that happens, you always have success, said Guardiola. If you start to change your ideas or thoughts, it's not about 4 or 5 at the back, but if you start to change your thoughts or results, the players will notice and know you are not a big believer. And that's the end of today's video. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss daily update from my channel.